Well, looky here. Lady Jessica, sitting in the row. With 2 shifting allegiances, no less. Very impressive. And, flagship is okay. Shuttle fleet is pretty good. Artillery is pretty mid. If I'm past Armand, you should pick Armand here. The shifting allegiances are powerful cards, and they can potentially snowball into Jessica. So, Armand is probably the strongest option here. Like, not even joking. Um, okay, he's taken. So, we try to find somebody that can get to Jessica, I think. I don't know if any of these 3 have any particular inclination towards that. Tessia is just strong, and having a shifting allegiances on her could be very strong. I don't think this is a Romber game. The Shadow Fleet could be fun. You know, I really don't play enough Tessia. Let me play a Tessia game just because I need to learn how to play against her. I feel like Tessia's a little harder than I make her out to be sometimes, and you know, if I don't have a good estimate of Tessia's capabilities because I'm not used to playing her, then I'm going to lose more games against her. So it helps to know your enemy, I guess, is a long-winded way of saying what I'm trying to say. Chani could be good here too, because Chani's also a 2 persuasion card, and she gives you water for research station. So that's also something to consider. Okay. So we want to open here. This is kind of funny that we have exactly 7 persuasion. We want to open here with fold space, right? I think so. And we shuffle our second persuasion. We play it from our Seek Allies off of fold space. Now, giving Armand smuggling is not great. He's probably going to get Swordmaster next round, but what can you do? The good news is we're guaranteed Chani if we want her, and a shifting allegiance is otherwise. Armand did draw his ring in the opening hand, which is not amazing for us. This is a good combat, but not a great combat. I don't know what to think here. Tech negotiation. I wonder if Yuna's going to get round 1 Jessica. It's quite possible. If she had, if I had a green in this hand, I could do it. If I had a dagger in this hand, it would have changed the way I played it, that's for sure. So we play second action City. I don't know which one. We kind of don't want to lose the ring or the Seek Allies, so I think Carthag is the play. By either shifting allegiances or Chani. Still suits. That implies that Baron wants to do the research station thing. If he doesn't deploy, then I'm deploying at reconnaissance. But if he does deploy, let's do this and see what happens. Staged incident. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to put 3 troops in. If we get a decent benefit out of those 3 troops, then awesome. And if we don't, that's what the card's for. Probably first or second, I would keep my troops in. I got third or fourth, I probably would not. Guaranteed third, because Armand's not participating. Armand is also probably guaranteed a Swordmaster next round. It depends on what his draws look like, but any reasonable hand gives him around 2 Swordmasters, so that's pretty scary. I think because we have 5 and Jessica is around, we do want to consider the research station and the Chani. I don't know, though, because if I don't pick up the shifting, it's going to go to somebody else. And that Tessie's advantage is the ability to get alliances, right? What I could do is I could go shifting liaison, and then I could pick up 4 persuasion. This depends on how much value 1 water has. These guys aren't fighting me that hard in this combat, so I guess I'm not going to stage an incident. I think shifting is the play. Just because I don't want anyone else to have it. The problem with going research station next round is that, you know, there's almost no persuasion in this hand, and I could draw a fold space, which would be pretty bad. Yeah. We definitely don't want Baron having that shifting. Well, I didn't plan on winning this combat, but that's what happened anyway, so... no problem, I guess. Yeah. So, he does have a dagger in hand, so he is going to get Swordmaster round 2, which is a little unfortunate. We'll get Interstellar, I think. You know, Baron is very likely to either... Full space is likely to be taken, yeah. So what we do is we take Steak Allies to one place, Signet Ring to another place, we've got Interstellar. We don't get it till round 3, which is not amazing, but it's fine. So what do we think? Like wealth here? Maybe just still suits. Provides more overall value. Wealth is good if I can get to smuggling again in the near future. That's probably eventually going to happen. And Yuna wants the space, so let's take it from her. Could also Mentat here and try to get to Jessica. But because we don't have the water, that's not going to be able to happen. We could go to Haga Basin to get spice for the shifting. We're going to get 1 spice from the Snooper token anyway. Could pick up a Wind Traps. Gives me water for research station. Although I don't expect to be winning a whole lot of combats. You know, if I Mentat, actually, I can hit Interstellar this round. So that seems like the best thing to do. Right? Awkward. Okay, so we go down with Emperor and up with Guild. And we drop the fold space. So we still get Interstellar shipping. We had to Mentat to do it, but it's fine. The next hand is loaded with persuasion, so if we're willing to reveal a little bit early, we can get Jessica. So, do we try to get to that shuttle fleet, or do we just cash out early? Given that I don't think I'm going to be able to get Swordmaster next round because Yuna's going to probably end up at having it next round. Shuttle Fleet is pretty good for Tessia. There's a chance that we don't actually, but if we use shifting, we can't get it. So let's recall. Take Solari. Keep pushing Guild. Once we have the Guild Alliance, then we can pull away from Guild towards someone else. Oh, he's one short. Good. No shifting in this hand. So Armand's next hand, he hasn't trashed anything. His next hand is Ring, Shifting, Dune, Dagger. Ring, Shifting, Dune, Dagger, Diplomacy. So Ring is 1, Shifting is 3, Dune is 4, Diplomacy is 5. So he doesn't have it unless he finds some ways to draw stuff. Great stuff. Okay. So we have 8. So yeah, we have Jessica. We might have to reveal early for her, though. If somebody research stations, that's a sign. Yuna didn't go for Swordmaster. I think she will. We could open Wealth. Try to challenge it, but I don't think that's the play. I think what we do... Well, interestingly, she could go Interstellar, right? If we do this, we don't have to... Like, we can threaten... If we do this, we can threaten... The problem is we need to also be able to threaten Jessica. So we do this, I think. Go down with Guild to go up with Guild. Takes us to 9. We want to deploy 3, but we can't really do that. If we selective, we go down to 5, but we get 3... We have Jessica as selective. I don't know that I want to put anything in on this. Sayadina goes. Humanity. Okay. She does prefer Swordmaster. Okay. Pays himself at Arakeen. That's annoying. Selective. Trash from discard. Probably a dagger. Go to 8. If you have a Jessica in your deck, it's probably in your best interest to get rid of the junk. Presumably, Yuna's going to go Interstellar here. Pays Baron Arakeen. That's getting a little too close for comfort. I don't like giving him 2 Solari around for that crap. I don't think he should have Jessica with 4 cards in hand. Yeah, he's just a little bit short. Don't you dare recruitment mission. Don't you dare. So where do we take the bump? We can get an intrigue card now from BG. I think I like that. Okay, it's good to know we have that. We can have Swordmaster and Interstellar next round. We have a fair bit of green, too, because we picked up the Jessica. Landing rights. It's not bad. I feel like the Armands I play against in the ladder have gotten a lot better in the past couple months. Interesting hand. Probably demands playing fold space to non-faction space. Baron to fold space. Okay, we just play Interstellar here. getting it again next round anyway. Mimic Film is pretty good. Imperial Basin's also a good conflict, so we have to think about that too. Pretty early High Council, all things considered. Yeah, it's pretty average timed, honestly. So what are Armand's core cards? He's got 1 Shifting Allegiances, a Landing Rights, Shawnee. So they're good cards. Nothing crazy. Stop giving Baron Solari, for the love of God. Carthag's already a good space. You should go there more often. Especially if Arakeen is owned like that. He uses Ring. Just played Dune. Okay, cool. So we go down on Guild, I think. Go up with Fremen. Film goes to Armand. Beto devices. Interesting. Not for me, but good to know about. Let's hit Carthag. Hopefully they'll reveal something decent. The Imperial Spy is good enough for me, but I'm hoping for something a little bit better than that with 7 persuade. Oh, there we go. Alright. Tiebreaker. Let's put 3 in. Again, if it doesn't work out, we have the stage incident. Tiebreaker will help us a little bit. We do have yellow in the next hand. We have a lot of actually good stuff in the next hand. We have Shifting, Diplomacy, and Jessica. Ideally we play all 3. Neither of them have water, so they're not going to be able to beat me in the combat by going hardy. Ideally, I just win the combat on its own. But, again, I'm happy to stage incident. It's a really awesome insurance policy. Wealth, okay. It's our first time visiting the Emperor. Just reveal and buy the Worm Riders. There we go. Ooh, Delegate. That's awkward. 1 persuasion short. Engineer's logical for him. He already has 2 techs. Carthag. Okay. Now he might beat me with combat cards. He's got 1 dagger in play. And artillery. What? Oh, he bought a dread. Okay. Although 2 water is honestly pretty good. Let's see what he reveals. No daggers. Okay, well, I'll tiebreaker on him. Definitely good to have the Imperial Basin when you have a Shifting Allegiances. Did not draw the Jessica. Free Wind Traps. Probably better just to recall. Down on Guild. Up 2 on BG. Two on Fremen. Let's get that water. Or that bump, I mean. Just take that out from under Baron. Another faction bump. Let's take it again with Fremen. So we don't get that stolen. We can always trade it away later. Baron's got an extra, like, he's at 3 on Fremen, so this is really hurtful for him. Which I like. And the Alliance is great for our Worm Riders, so I think that was the right play. We selectively breed next round, or next time, and trash the Reconnaissance. Draw the Jessica and maybe something else of value. Goes big on spice. Let's go ahead and do this. Convincing. Okay. Interesting. Maybe we just take Jessica to Imperial Basin. We're gonna need that spice sooner or later. There's also a low stakes combat that we get staged on. Okay. Well, we're not getting Imperial Basin. So we could stage at Carthag, or we could just prime the pump on smuggling. Could also go siege Tabor, try to set up research station. Don't forget we're drawing 2 on this Jessica. We're not getting an SMF. I think Carthag is good. Envoy, okay. Worm Riders. Well, that's awkward because we don't we don't really want to reveal this in staged. But if Una plays combat cards here, that's fine with me. 3 in. Let's keep doing this 3 in thing. Would we even take this combat if we won it? I don't think so, because the intrigue card puts us into theft range. And then we have a point card that we're potentially losing out of our hand. I think this Worm Riders ends up being wasted. At least we get the deck cycled to where we're more likely to draw back into the shifting and the Jessica and stuff. What are we buying here? Would I buy other memory? Yeah, with Jessica I probably would. You know, loves that Emperor Alliance. I guess we're probably not going to get the full value of that Snooper. We could with shifting, but it's not a guarantee. Nobody seems particularly interested in the Guild Alliance. Maybe because they're afraid of the shifting allegiances. Having an extra action next round is pretty handy. But I'm just begging to have my cards stolen. Honestly, I don't think I'd buy anything here. I'd probably buy the other memory. It'd be a Highliner. Cool. This is the perfect opportunity for me to stage an incident. Although, I'd probably beat him even with the Highliner, to be honest. It's a bit of a strange play. Yeah, I mean, I still beat him even with the Highliner. If nothing else, the other memory is like a liaison plus. 8. Let's not forget that he has 2 water. I'd like to see these guys play combat cards against me so that I can stage an incident for value. But it's probably too much of a gap to make up. I mean, there's only a quarter chance that they actually steal the good card. Oh, that's really bad, actually. Because I have to lose a troop. Ouch. It removes Armand entirely. Kind of interesting. Well, we may be forced into winning this combat then. I can't play my staged. Although, it's quite possible now that Baron supersedes me. Two daggers. Well, one dagger, but 2 with artillery. But I don't think she has a combat card or she would have played it last round. I'm the one that went to Carthag. And she didn't go to Secrets. Okay. He just threw the combat to me. That's funny. That's funny. I guess he wanted second, right? Man, I needed that wind traps after all. I might get my card stolen. At least we can immediately play the glimpse. Terrible Purpose. This would be a nice one to win. Didn't really draw any of our good stuff again. We can actually ring to a faction with Dispatch and Envoy. It's a power play on a faction. Well, it's a power play on an Emperor specifically. We could go, take it to BG, down with BG, go up Emperor. It's kind of cute. Could also go Research Station, using our Glimpse of the Path. Although everybody but me has 2 water, so it may not make it around to me. Party Warriors. Okay. She really, really wants to win a combat. And I will oblige her, for the most part. Does Baron go to Secrets? I think he's thinking about it. Hugabase, cool. We don't get our cards stolen. He does Thread and Highliner, though. Next round. Do that. Diplomacy is nice. Reduces the value of Dispatch and Envoy, but it's okay. The space we wanted to go to is taken. Research Station gets us an SMF, probably. Yeah, let's do that. So we need to know that we have a shifting. I think we go down with BG. We go down with. I think we go down with Fremen. Definitely not deploying troops. Shifting allegiances to Imperial Basin is enough spice to use the thing. If we use shifting to go up on Emperor, we actually go up 3 bumps. That doesn't steal the alliance, but it gets pretty close. And it would allow us to put 3 troops in for the staged incident. We can also infiltrate Interstellar with shifting. It sounds like maybe the better thing to do versus going to Imperial Basin. Drop a dagger. You could infiltrate selective potentially, but it doesn't make any sense. We already have an SMF. Why do we need to break our back to draw Jessica? We don't need to do that. he gonna go detonation devices? Doesn't really make sense, because then he loses the ability to go highliner. Baron drops Dune, I drop Dagger, Akaz drops Liaison. Ouch. He did buy Dedo, I think. Yeah. Interesting. Replaced with invasion ships. Do we go to Secrets before we do this? I think we do. Because if we go to Interstellar, spaces are going to start to disappear on us. Reinforcements and strong arm. Okay. Okay, interesting. Strong arm is weird because we can use it... Well, it's interesting. We have the infiltrate card, so we know for a fact that nobody can get to the secrets on us. Let's see, if we got SMF and Stage Incident here, we could get to 9. But then we won't probably not play. We're probably not playing the shifting at that point. Do this first. The techs are kind of bad here. I don't think we want to go to the top. Yeah, the troops from invasion ships are good, but not good enough. Go ahead and take Emperor. There's nowhere we can go down that doesn't cost us a point. But I do like the idea of stealing this alliance from Yuna for more troops. So now we're in a weird spot because we're at like 9 points. We can't get the last one. Because, like, reinforcements plus stages... Okay, this is just an automatic point, right? But we are 1 persuasion short. Technically, there's a 1/3 chance that we do get it if we play Other Memory to a... Well, if we play Other Memory. Now, we still have this Dispatch and Envoy, but we can't go back to Secrets or to BG, I mean. We could play Other Memory to Fold Space. Strong Arm, there's a point. Takes us to 9. Reinforcement Stage Incident, that's 10. I think we found it. We don't need the SMF. So we do this. This. We also win if we win the combat. Which, I've been winning all the combats, so if they had combat cards, they'd probably have played them. Wow. Okay. Tessia is pretty easy, it turns out. Wow. This leader, when she hits, it's yeah, pretty homogenous point mix. We've got 2 combat points, 3 alliances, and 4 influence tracks. But 4 influence tracks and 3 alliances is 7 points, and you need 9 points to win. So it doesn't take that much else. Funny enough, the stage incident never even did anything. Yeah. Well, this was kind of a crazy game, actually, but I would just file it under a case of Tessia being Tessia. The MVP card of the game, as much as I'd like to say it was Jessica, and to be fair, Jessica did help us with the extra bump on the Bene Gesserit. It was Shifting Allegiances. We played the card like 3 times, and it was a huge, huge help. So, I'll say also, you know, we don't get to win the combat without Worm Riders, but we didn't need to win the combat. We didn't need to win the combat, so Shifting Allegiances was the real MVP of this game. Card is way better than I first anticipated. All right, that's enough Tessia for me. I need to go back to playing a real leader.